Here's the truth that nobody tells business owners about content creation. The people that are winning on YouTube are usually not the most talented creators. They're the people that have figured out how to make content sustainable for the long run. Because if your process requires you to be all motivated, then eventually you're gonna stop posting when you're not motivated. And in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how smart business owners simplify content creation, stay consistent, and publish one valuable video every single week without ever missing and ever burning out. And those videos, they actually do generate leads, clients. They help them build trust with their audience. They help them build authority in their industry, and in the end, they help them make sales. And these business owners, they're doing this without it taking over their entire life. So really, what's the difference? Well, the difference is that they stop treating content like art. They're not overthinking it. They're building it like a system in their business. So how does this work? Well, one of the smartest things that you can do as a business owner is you can commit to one high quality video every single week, not daily uploads. You're not trying to become Mr. Beast overnight, one great video per week. That's 52 videos a year. You do that for 2 years and you got over 100 videos on your channel. So that's 100 times that you can get discovered. That's 100 opportunities to build trust. And that's 100 opportunities to answer your customers' questions through videos, and you only got to do it once and you can answer that same question 100 times. And it compounds fast. Most business owners, they massively underestimate what happens when you post consistently for 2 years and you have those 100 videos on your channel. Because that consistency not only is going to allow you to be discovered more, but it's going to help you build the skills to create great videos. It's going to help you build the trust with your audience. And that's really where the value comes in with staying consistent. So in order to do that, you need to ask yourself, what questions do my clients ask me repeatedly over and over again? That's a video. What misconceptions exist in my industry? What do people have misconceptions about? That's a video. What objections do people have that keep them back from buying my product? That's a video. And what results are people trying to achieve in my industry? Make a video about that. And what frustrates your customers, right? What's frustrating to them on a normal basis? This right here is your roadmap to creating great videos that your audience is gonna like. So now let's talk a little bit about the actual system, because one of the smartest things that you can do is create content pillars, right? 3 to 4 maybe categories that you're gonna be creating content on. So for example, if you're a business owner, you might talk about lead generation, sales, marketing, hiring, systems, right, for your business. Those are 5 different pillars or categories that you're gonna create content around. Now, instead of randomly thinking of ideas every single week, you simply rotate through those pillars. And this is massively important for reducing stress. And when you look at that blank sheet of paper and you try to come up with a video topic, you have them right there. Something from one of those pillars will be a great video for your audience. And you can, then go and talk about, okay, leads. Let's go leads and mistakes. So what mistakes are people doing when they're trying to find leads? Or myths? What myths do people have about leads? Or you can create a framework for obtaining new leads, and you can create a video about that. Reactions. You can react to other people's process for getting leads, or maybe you want to create a story-based video where you're talking about a story about how you found a new strategy of getting leads, or you learned a new strategy to get leads, or something like that. Because people do love stories. We're humans. We read books. From the beginning of time, people read books and they love stories. The next part is recording, right? And I do like batch recording, maybe not filming 20 videos at a time, but 2 to 3 videos at a time is huge. And most creators or business owners, they make this mistake. They set up their camera, they set up their lighting, they get everything tweaked, they set up their background, they hit record, they record 2 or 3 videos, and they tear the whole thing down. So the next time they need to record, they go and do that whole setup again. And that, I promise you, I've gone through that myself, is gonna kill your everything. It's gonna kill your quality, it's gonna kill your consistency in your videos, and it's gonna kill the time it takes to film videos. So you wanna have this one little area in your house where the camera can sit there 24/7, the lights can sit there 24/7, you never have to take the background down, and that's gonna be where you sit down and film, or stand, which I recommend as well, is to stand and shoot your videos. So the point here is that reducing setup frequency and time is way more important than people realize, and honestly, this is one reason that podcasts have done so well and people love creating podcasts, because they're really natural to create. It's long form content. You can create a whole bunch of shorts and reels and clips out of just one podcast. And to me, I highly recommend that for people that are just getting started out because, like I said, it's having a conversation. You might have a little outline, but there's no hardcore scripting, there's no hardcore editing. It's one way to make filming a lot easier. And then all you gotta do is make sure that you have the good lighting, you have the good lens, you have a good camera, a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. And once you have all that set up in that system, right, then it's easy to create content and the content looks great and it sounds great. Like this setup I have right here, all I had to do was reach over, hit record, and now I'm speaking, talking. I'm gonna end this, I'm gonna upload it right to Google Drive, and our editors here at VidChops are gonna edit it, upload it to YouTube for me, create titles, tags, descriptions, thumbnails, and it's gonna be completely done for me. Now that is a content machine, that is a system. And these systems that we're talking about, they've gotta be simple, right? So I always recommend that people keep a video topic database, right? So maybe it's a Google Sheet. You might want to create 3 columns, one for each of those pillars that we talked about earlier. So if you have one, if you're a business owner creating business content, you have one for leads, you have one for, sales, and then maybe something else you talk about is operations, right? So as you come up with new video topic ideas, you can just punch them in that database, keep them organized in those pillars, and when you go to sit down and create a video, that system is in place for you to grab a topic, maybe throw it, like I said, into AI to come up with a clickable title, and then that's it, right? That video topic database is super important. Now, the next part of this system is once you got the video created and it's done is repurposing, right? You definitely want to leverage the video content you've already created by turning it into, tweets, vertical content for TikTok and Instagram, Facebook Reels. You can post it on YouTube Shorts to help promote your channel and bring viewers in kind of top of funnel. And that's huge, right? Because it means you don't actually need to come up with new content. It's already there. The core ideas are already there. The value is already there. And somebody else can take care of all that editing for you, like us here at VidChops, and help you to kind of broaden your presence online through those repurposed videos. And the next important thing about this whole systemized way of thinking is you can't think of content as optional anymore. You can't skip it. If you do think it's optional, you will skip it. It has to be mandatory. It's part of your business. It's part of your responsibility. It's part of your weekly tasks that you must do because not only is it gonna get views and get people to click on that link and go over to your website and purchase from you or become a lead, but it's also gonna help you build trust. And nowadays people have no trust online, right? They see an ad, they don't want to click it. It's a scam. You can look at all the comments. They say it's a scam. It's a scam. But if they do click it, right, and they do become a lead, they're never going to purchase because they don't trust you. But if they're able to see you're an authority by watching your content, get to know you, start to trust you more, it gives you a chance. It gives you a real chance against these big corporate businesses, right, that have $1 million marketing budgets, and you, some small business owner, creating content, being the authority in that industry, now can even compete with the big dogs. And look, you have a small business, it's just you in your bedroom with the camera, with the great setup, hitting record, giving value, and boom, look at you competing with the big dogs now. But then the next challenge comes up, right? Okay, I filmed, 3 videos. Now I have to edit them and design thumbnails and upload them. And wait, I'm a business owner, not a video editor. Well, you can delegate that kind of stuff. And that's exactly what we do at VidChops, right? So if you are interested in that, vidchops.com is our company. It's our business where all you got to do is send us that footage. We'll edit it. We will upload it to your YouTube channel. We'll create thumbnails, multiple thumbnails. We'll split test them against each other to see which one is better. We'll create titles, tags, descriptions, and schedule that video to go live. So really all you do have to do is record your video, upload it to us, and we handle the rest. So that in itself is a system. Essentially what we've done is we've built a YouTube content machine for business owners. That's gonna help you reduce friction in every single part of the content creation process that's challenging, which is the editing when, a lot of times you'll sit down to edit and your computer can't render the video because you don't have a good enough computer, or you run into some issues, along with the audio, and the audio kind of sounds poor. Well, our team of professionals can improve the audio. We can color grade your video to look better, remove all the mistakes, and of course, add all the motion graphics and B-roll and background music and all the things to make your video look great. Share the workload. Don't have to take it on all yourself. And really in the end, the goal is not perfection. The goal is just to start building momentum and hitting publish. So that's the exciting part. If you actually do post 52 quality videos over the next year, it's going to improve your business. It's not going to happen overnight, but gradually you improve. And you improve other things too. You improve on camera, your communication improves, you understand your audience better, your customer better. You get better at storytelling, really just start to figure out how you should position your business and your marketing to speak to your ideal customer, because those are the people that are watching your videos, sharing your videos, commenting back to you, joining your world because they found you on YouTube. Okay, so before I wrap this up, there's one final thing that most business owners, they completely misunderstand about content creation. And fixing this is gonna change everything for your business, so listen closely. If your content strategy makes you miserable, you built the wrong strategy. That's it. A sustainable system should fit your life, fit your business, fit your goals, and you do not need to become a full-time influencer to make this happen. You just need a repeatable system that you can do over and over again without stressing out, and that's the game. And honestly, the business owners winning in the long term are usually not the flashiest creators. They're the people who have stayed consistent for long enough to let this kind of compounding system happen on YouTube, because that's it. The more videos you create, the more it compounds. And if you want to create 52 videos in a year without burning out, here's what you need to do. Head over to vidchops.com and we will help you set up this whole entire system. I mean, it already is set up for you, where all you got to do is hit upload, send us the footage, and we will take care of the rest. Hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, please check out another video on my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.